In this video, we're going to show you how to install OE style headlights on your Jeep Grand Cherokee located on the front of your vehicle. Using your trim tool, remove the 4 buttons across the bottom side of your bumper. Pop out the center, work that out, and then pull out the base with it. Now on the front leading edge of the fender area here, we have some trim buttons that need to be removed. Now with the vehicle jacked up in the air, we can go ahead and hop into the vehicle, turn the steering wheel all the way to the right, crank that wheel over. It's going to give us access to these here a little bit easier. Then we're going to repeat for the other side, crank the steering wheel to the left and remove those trim buttons as well. Now I'm going to use a small diameter punch for the center here. Now these buttons will probably have to be replaced after we remove them. We'll punch out the center of these. On the top section here, there may be a bolt or another retainer there. Ours is missing. Now we can use our trim tool to remove the main button itself. Grab your fender molding. I'm going to pull this out towards you. And what we're doing is simply dislodging this trim from the front bumper. Here, there's just a little plastic shield, and this is held in place by some more plastic buttons. Use your trim tool, and we're going to pop a few of these out. Pop out the center, and then get the bottom and pry that up. Now the reason why we pop those 4 pins out and not the rest of them is we simply need to go ahead and pop this up. Just kind of work this out from the edge of the fender. And right here is a 10mm bolt on the top of the headlamp assembly that we need to go ahead, loosen, and remove. We're going to go ahead and repeat this for both sides. Lift up the cover. There's your 10mm bolt there for the top of the headlamp assembly. I'm just going to use a 1/4-inch ratchet, loosen and remove this. Once this is out, I'm going to repeat for the passenger side. Now we want to go ahead and separate our bumper from the fender area. Now right on the edge here, as it wraps around, there is a hole that kind of hangs up on a bolt head. So you're going to grab that lip and kind of peel it out and then pull your bumper out. What we're doing is dislodging the bumper here. We're going to do the same on the passenger side. Now as we grab this bumper, we're going to start to pull it towards you, and there's going to be a series of these clips underneath the light running across the bottom of the grille. Now we're going to kind of leave this side hanging up a little bit. We're going to go to the passenger side, pull that out. And when we pull this off, the fog lights are still going to be connected. So we're going to gently pull the bumper forward, reach behind, and disconnect the fog lights. And we have the passenger side popped out. Go ahead and grab that bumper and just gently pull it forward. Let's go ahead and reach around the back and disconnect the fog light. You're going to reach around the back side, and there's a little pinch tab on there. You're going to pinch that, wiggle that connector off. Go ahead and repeat for the other side. With the fog lights disconnected, go ahead and step back with that bumper cover and set it aside. On the bottom of our grille support here, there's a 10mm bolt right here. Loosen and remove that. Go ahead and repeat for the other side. Now we're going to remove our grille assembly. If you pull up on this here, you can see it's loose. On the top side, there's two plastic trim covers here. You're just going to run your fingers underneath and gently pop up. And then pull this out and work your way down. Put your fingers underneath. And what we're doing is just undoing some of the little retaining clips on there. Go ahead and separate that and set it aside. Loosen and remove the two 10mm bolts underneath the headlamp. I'm going to lift up on this cover and grab the upper mount on the back side of it and lift up gently. You're just releasing it from the radiator support bracket. You can see the headlamp is now loose. I'm going to pull that away. Now we want to go ahead and loosen and remove the electrical connectors on the back side of the lamp. On our outer light here, we have a red lock safety tab here. You're going to push that back and then press down on this little clip and wiggle this free. Go. Just keep in mind, these connectors have probably been on there for many years. Now on the bulb section here, we can twist these here. I'm going to twist that. Pull out the whole bulb assembly. Now there's two more on the other side here. There's a bulb here. I'm going to twist that one, pop that out, and then we have a connector on the bottom here. Twist that and pull that bulb out now. And there's your headlight assembly. Now we just want to go ahead and take our harness and line everything up. Just going to reach around the back side and press our connectors onto the headlamp bulbs. Now we have all the headlight connections made on the back side. We're going to lift up on this here and press our headlamp back in top of the support on the top. And the upper tab is going to latch onto this little metal tab here. That'll kind of support the headlamp in place. Now we can install the 3 bolts supporting the lamp. Get that one started. We'll install the 2 on the bottom. Now before we snug this into place, you want to make sure that the headlamp is tucked up and fits into the curve of the fender. Then we can go ahead and snug these down. Now when tightening these here, you just want to make them snug. You don't want to over tighten it and crack the headlight bracket. That would render the entire headlamp useless. Gently snug it, and then finish up with the one on top. bottom side of our plastic trim here, there are little tabs that actually lock in on the top of the radiator support. So I want to go ahead and line this up with our headlight. Push our grill back into position. And then go ahead and tap down on our retainers here. I'm going to install our 2 lower bolts on our grill assembly. Snug that down. Repeat for the passenger side. Let's go ahead and pop the plastic trim down and in. Get that lined up. Go ahead and install your plastic push pins around the perimeter and secure this down. We want to go ahead and prepare our bumper to go back on. So we're going to reach down and connect our fog light here. Press that on, you can feel it and hear it snap into place. I'm going to go ahead and repeat for the other side. Now I want to go ahead and line up our bumper here. I'm going to bring this up, feed this into the bumper bracket. Pop that into place, and we're going to go ahead and continue around the front perimeter, locking this in underneath the lights. Go ahead and snap the fender trim back on. Install your plastic button retainers. I'm going to go ahead and repeat for the other side. Install the lower push pins in the bottom portion of the bumper.
Now we're going to get the vehicle ready to aim the headlights. Start with the tire pressure, making sure all 4 tires are set at the appropriate pressure. Remove any excessive weight that's not normally in the vehicle. Find a wall that you can drive up to where the ground is level. Measure 25 feet away from that wall and mark the ground. Drive your vehicle up to that mark. With the headlights off, look for the center dot in the headlight lens. Measure from the ground to that center dot. You can use a ruler to help you out. Transferring that measurement to the wall, making a mark with some tape. On the driver's side, measure down 4 inches, putting another piece of tape. For the passenger side, you only need to measure down 2 inches. Now turning the headlights on, it is easier to do this at night or in a dark area. Locating your headlight adjuster and using a Phillips head screwdriver, turn your adjuster one way or another to bring the headlight up or down. Once the headlight is adjusted to the tape mark on the wall, move on to the next headlight. If you're confused because the beams seem to blend together, you can always have someone stand in front of the other headlight while you make your adjustments for that one. Now your headlights are aligned and you're all set to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.